Questions for head coach Jared Bednar? Ryan, go ahead.
There was an article that came out, I believe this morning, from The Athletic that John Cooper picked your brain on how to best deploy Nate and Cale at the Olympics. My question for you is, were you ever asked to be on Team Canada on the staff at any point?
No.
Go ahead, Colleen.
Devon Toews back in tonight?
He is.
Okay.
Yeah.
With that said, just kind of talking about what has been missing from him being out and what him coming back to the team obviously means.
Well, I mean, it's a lot. I think you have like one of the best defensemen in the world, or you have a guy that you're calling up from the American League. So a significant amount of depth goes out of your lineup, and a guy that's elite in a bunch of different situations with your club, including special teams. So, yeah, it's a big add to get back in the lineup. Glad to see our team starting to get healthy.
Jesse.
You guys are reading Toews back. While he was out, Sam Malinski played a lot of those minutes. He gets rewarded with the contract. Just what can you say about what he did over this stretch and you know, what he kind of showed he's capable of in his game right now?
Yeah, I don't think it's just over this stretch, but the difference of this stretch is he played the left side against top lines in the league and did a really nice job. There was no no fall off in his game at all, right? So he's played first pair, second pair, third pair now. Playing the left side early in the year didn't go real well, and now he's playing it with Cale, and everything seems like his game is equally as solid as it was when he was on the right side. So he's made the adjustment over there second time around, and so it's a great addition to like the way we can deploy guys, and the fact that he was able to be solid against other teams' top 6 players while playing the left side, I think is some really good information.
Arif, then Bailey.
I'm sure you're not online Googling this stuff like we are, but like your teams in your 9 years here have had the most success against the Detroit Red Wings versus any other franchise. Like you guys are nearly perfect against them.
Okay.
Like, how do you explain that? Like Utah always plays you guys well. Arizona used to play you guys well. The teams change every year. Like how do you? What's your explanation?
I can't. Yeah, I can't. It's weird because you'll play teams that will have your number. You know, like Utah, they play us extremely hard. Nashville's played us really hard this year. For a team that's not that high in the standings, you know, like they'll go lose a handful of games in a row, come in and play us, and we're like, man, looks like a playoff team, you know, but I can't explain it. I think some teams just match up good against other teams. I think it's, I don't know if it's like individual, like players that like playing in other buildings or a group of them or whatever it is, or against certain teams that they're not intimidated by, whatever it is. It's hard to like pick one thing that kind of makes that difference.
Bailey, go ahead.
With as much time as Devon Toews has missed, what advantage, if any, does it provide a player like him to be able to watch the game from a bird's eye view and being able to kind of analyze?
I think for some players it's advantageous. For Devon, probably nothing, except getting a rest. I mean, he's an intelligent player, right? I don't think Devon's like sitting up there and learning anything from watching us play. You know, like he'll take in information. I mean, he has some good notes as to what he sees that what's some of the things that are ailing us right now. What do we look good at? He can pick up on all that, but it's not like he wouldn't pick that up playing.
Corey, and then Troy.
Is there an update on Martin Necas?
Yeah, day to day, skated this morning. Felt okay. He'll miss tonight. Hoping to get him back for Wednesday. So he's just, he's got an aggravation lower body injury that's like kind of been bugging him for a little bit, and yeah, so when he gives us the okay, he's back in, but we're hoping it could be Wednesday. He'll skate again tomorrow, and then he'll skate pregame, and then we'll make a decision.
And then is Gabe, is he going to play on Wednesday? And then I guess for both of those guys, is the Olympics in jeopardy for either of them?
I don't think it is, no. I don't know, I would say it's unlikely Gabe plays Wednesday. He's pushing the timeline pretty tight, right? And then, so after Wednesday, I think it's still like another week before those games in the Olympics, and there's some practices in there. he's obviously skated again today. He skated with the group again today, doing more and more in the gym and feeling really good. Generally, if they were playing games on Friday already, it'd be like, well, maybe we should get him in a game to make sure he's good to go. With the amount of time before they actually start playing competitive games over there, I think it's probably one of those where you're like, if you're not ready on Wednesday, you can still be ready to start the Olympics.
Okay, finish with Troy.
Regarding the Olympics, I mean, a lot of people that watch hockey don't watch it regularly because it's the Olympics. You look forward to them seeing Cale and Nate together, those guys together, and what can that mean for that group? Can the Four Nations thing also create a comfort level that maybe typically you don't see in an Olympic year because they just did it a year ago, these guys kind of were together?
Yeah, I think it's, I mean, whenever you can draw in new fans to the game and then they're seeing the world's best compete against one another, I think that's positive, right? When it comes to like the Four Nations prep, for those, I think for the teams that were a part of it, I think that's advantageous for the group going into the Olympics. Doesn't make it any easier when you get there, but I think at least kind of gives the coaching staff, the players a familiarity and probably gel quicker as a group this time around than they would have the first time when everyone's kind of feeling each other out. They should be able to get in there and get right to business and feel comfortable with one another and go about what they need to do to try and win.
There'll be so much pressure or talk about Cale and Nate because they've kind of done everything else in their career. They haven't had this opportunity. What about them makes you think they can handle kind of the gravity of the moment of representing a country that's a favorite?
The easy answer is everything about them. I don't know, like it's just kind of who they are and what a big time players, superstars in the league, that's what drives them having success. And like those guys don't shy away from the moment, right? Like they want to be a big part of it and they want to be difference makers and they're out there to compete to win, and they're playing to win on a nightly basis here, and they'll continue that there. The bigger the stakes, the better they are.
Thanks, Jared.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.